Now it is my distinct honor to introduce our commencement speaker today. As I mentioned, he is himself an MMI alumnus, and we're very happy to have him back on campus. Our commencement speaker today is Mr. Stuart Parker, Chief Executive Officer of USAA. USAA is one of America's leading financial services companies. USAA serves more than 11.5 million current and former members of the U.S. military and their families, including me and my family, who have been members for 37 years. And I'm sure there are many out there as well that are members as well. And USAA provides for financial security through banking, investments, financial advice, retirement products, as well as auto, home, and life insurance. USAA was founded by military officers in 1922 to serve the military. The company is headquartered in San Antonio, Texas, with offices throughout the United States and Europe. And USAA is a Fortune 500 company that owns or manages assets of $228 billion. After joining USAA in 1998, Mr. Parker led the development of USAA's financial planning practice and served as president of Financial Planning Services from 2004 to 2007. For the next 5 years, he led USAA's Property and Casualty Insurance Group, frequently recognized as the nation's leading insurer for customer service and advocacy. As Chief Financial Officer from 2012 to 2014, he led an enterprise team focused on the continued growth of USAA's financial strength. He was named to the newly created post of Chief Operating Officer in May 2014 and became CEO-elect in August of 2014. Prior to his civilian career, Mr. Parker served for 10 distinguished years as a pilot in the United States Air Force. While at MMI, Mr. Parker was enrolled in the Service Academy program, was a member of the Swamp Fox, the Morgan's Raiders, the Student Foundation, the Literary Society, and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. He also served as a platoon leader in Alpha Company and made both the Commandant's List and the Dean's List. In 1980, he transferred from MMI to Valdosta State University in Georgia, where he graduated with a bachelor's degree in business administration and was a distinguished graduate from the Air Force ROTC program. He serves on the board of directors of FM Global, one of the world's largest commercial and industrial property insurers. He is a lifetime member of the Air Force Association, Air Force Sergeants Association, the American Legion, Disabled American Veterans, Military Officers Association of America, and Veterans of Foreign Wars. He is married to Veronica, a former U.S. Air Force nurse, and they have one daughter, Georgia, and they are with us today. And again, welcome to Marion Military Institute. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming today's commencement speaker, a 1980 MMI alumnus and Chief Executive Officer of USAA, Mr. Stuart Parker.
Thank you, Tom. What a pleasure. Thank you. That was quite a bio. I didn't know he was going to say that much. Thank you, sir. It is great to be back here at Marion Military Institute. And it is an honor to not only be with Colonel Mollahan, but also with the faculty and the staff, distinguished guests, and of course, the graduating class of 2016, your families and your friends. When I look at those determined faces of these graduates, I know that Marion has this enduring commitment to education. I'm so proud to be part of the Marion alumni. This is an institution that goes back to 1842. It's the oldest military junior college in the nation. And Marion has had an impact on our country. Over 200 admirals and generals attended Marion. Many CEOs and civic leaders as well. But what really impresses me about Marion Military Institute is this whole person approach to education. You believe in making sure that we're physically fit, that we're intellectually strong, and that we have our roots spiritually as well. And that has proven the test of time. When I set foot on campus this morning, this flood of memories and emotions came over me. It's just like yesterday. I remember physically all the running I did as a swamp fox and getting those shin splints. Woo. And trying to overcome that fear of repelling. I remember from a leadership perspective, Colonel Murphy, he was our dean at the time, and he just set these high standards of excellence for the faculty, for the staff, and for the students as well. And spiritually, I remember the calm of the chapel. having a place during all of that intense training. And so graduates, what you've learned about work ethic and discipline and values, it'll help you outperform your peers in college, in the military, and in business. I'm so grateful for my time at Marion and for those that helped me grow. And what I've learned is that none of us achieves success in a vacuum. We're all here because of the love and the support of our family, of our friends, and our mentors. I have my wife, Veronica, here, my daughter, Georgia, and I know you have your loved ones as well. And what I want you to remember is that wherever you go, whatever you do in your future, you're going to do so with the help of those loved ones. Humility and gratitude will serve you well wherever you go in life. So I'm going to ask the graduates to take a moment and help us show a sense of appreciation for our family who has helped us get here. So class of 2016, I'm going to ask you, would you stand up? Go ahead, stand up. And I want you to turn to somebody in the audience, family, friends, relatives, and if they're not here, they may be 1,000 miles away. Go ahead and turn in their direction. But look at them, and I want you to wave to them, blow them a kiss, give them a fist pump. Say thank you. I love it. Okay, thank you. Okay, class of 2016, you can go ahead and have your seats before I lose complete control. And just remember, wherever you go, it's those people around you that help you accomplish those great goals in life. The class of 2016 is entering a world of relentless change. Flexibility is going to be an essential skill regardless of what career you may choose. Like many of you, when I was attending MMI, I dreamed of a career as a military officer. As Colonel said, I left MMI and became an Air Force officer after being commissioned at Valdosta State. Went to pilot training, and then after I earned my wings, I stayed there as a T-38 instructor pilot. My follow-on assignment was as a C-141 instructor aircraft commander, and I had the opportunity to fly during Operation Desert Shield and Desert Storm. Those were some grueling days, 23-hour missions with a group of 3 pilots. Many times we would take a C-141 from Spain, fly it down to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, carrying troops and cargo, refuel, and come right back. I was loving life. I was living my dream. But then life, it threw me a curveball. After 10 years of flying in the United States Air Force, at the age of 31, I was medically retired. My high-flying dreams of being a wing commander someday, they were grounded. So there I was, looking over an abyss, not knowing what lay ahead of me. So I had 2 options. I could spend the rest of my life wondering what could have been, or I could be flexible. I could readjust my sights. I could reinvent myself. And I decided to pursue another passion, the love that I had for business. I remember as a child reading stories about people coming to America to start their own businesses. So I decided to go back to school, study finance, and earn my MBA. I then founded 2 small companies, and there I learned new skills, and I was able to apply my knowledge and learn how to run a company. So for the graduating students, flexibility, it is an imperative. But that should come as good news and really no surprise to you at all. Your generation, you are digital natives. You've been embracing technology all your life. There will be more entrepreneurs coming from this generation than any generation before them. And what I really respect about this class is that they embrace diversity in people from different backgrounds. Flexibility, it's your strength. But in this tough economy and challenging job market, you're going to need to wield that flexibility like never before. So I ask you, be open to where life may take you. Be purposeful on the books that you decide to read, on the volunteer activities that you decide to pursue, even the vacations that you go on. Learn from those experiences. And if you're given the opportunity to do additional duties and tasks, tackle them. Master them. Learn. And be prepared to fail. Push yourself, but learn from those failures. That's part of life's experiences. But there's something even more important than flexibility. It's finding something that you love, something that gives you meaning in your life. Please, do not chase money. Do not chase status. Don't chase the limelight. Those are fleeting, and they will not sustain you for the long haul. I recently read about the 2 most important days in your life. The most important day is the day you were born. And the second day, no offense to the class of 2016, it's not the day you graduate from MMI. It's not the day you get married or the day that you have your first child. The second most important day in your life is when you realize why you were born. What is your purpose? What were you meant to do? Now, unfortunately, some people, they never have that day. But my wish for you is that you do. I found my purpose in life when I became a financial planner at USAA in 1998. USAA has this amazing mission. It's to facilitate the financial security of the men and women who serve in our military. You may be surprised to know that about 1/3 of those serving in the military today are living paycheck to paycheck. But USAA is there to give them advice so they can take control of their finances. We want them to be able to plan for their children's college education. We want them to have a stable retirement. We want them to appreciate and experience life's adventures. Working for USAA has allowed me to have that same sense of purpose just like I had when I was a pilot. And since having and finding that purpose, I don't feel like I'm working. Now, being part of the USAA family has also given me an opportunity to not only impact those on active duty, but some of those veterans who have fallen on hard times. Today in our country, 1 out of 3 homeless people are veterans. That means tonight, across our country, over 300,000 veterans will not have a safe, comfortable place to sleep. That's a national tragedy. I recently visited Haven for Hope. That's in San Antonio. It's one of the nation's largest homeless transformational campuses. And every night, about 1,600 homeless people come there to seek refuge. Many of them are veterans. And when I spoke with those veterans, it broke my heart. Many of them are lonely and they're struggling. And so we as a company decided to do something right there. We set a goal that we were going to eliminate veteran homelessness in our home city of San Antonio. So we donated $2 million. We partnered with the city of San Antonio. And I'm happy to tell you that tonight, if you're a veteran in San Antonio, there's a warm, safe place to rest your face and to raise your head. So you never know where life is going to take you. I thought I was going to serve our country as an Air Force pilot, but that changed. But I still feel that I can serve the men and women who protect our country. So as you embark on your exciting journey, remember, stay humble. Be grateful. Flexibility is your strength. But most importantly, find your purpose and pursue it with a passion. Thank you so much for this opportunity to share my thoughts. To the class of 2016, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you.